My neighbor Patricia called animal control on my golden retriever Charlie literally every other day, claiming everything from excessive barking to aggressive behavior. Even though Charlie was a certified therapy dog who visited hospitals, she created a Facebook group called Dangerous Dogs in Our Neighborhood with just her in it, posting blurry photos of Charlie sleeping in our yard with captions about him being a threat. She filed 47 reports in 3 months, each one more ridiculous than the last, including claims that Charlie's tail wagging was a sign of aggression and his friendly nature was actually him stalking people. The animal control officers knew Charlie by name and started warning Patricia about false reporting, but she escalated by hiring a pet psychic who claimed to sense dark energy from Charlie. She actually tried to submit the psychic's written statement as official evidence that Charlie should be removed. She even started throwing dog treats with notes attached over my fence, trying to lure Charlie close enough to photograph him as evidence of aggression. Patricia's desperation grew as she sought more unconventional methods, believing the psychic's words could sway the decision in her favor. Meanwhile, Charlie remained oblivious to the brewing storm, simply enjoying his day in the sun, while the unusual tactics unfolded around him. Determined to rid herself of Charlie, Patricia meticulously studied the psychic's report, convinced it would be her ticket to victory. Meanwhile, Charlie basked in the warmth of the sun, relishing his carefree existence, blissfully unaware of the brewing conflict that threatened his place in the neighborhood. Everything unraveled when Animal Control decided to investigate why Patricia was so obsessed with dogs, and they discovered she had 23 dogs in her basement running an illegal puppy mill. The stench complaints neighbors had blamed on each other for years were actually coming from her house. The conditions were terrible, with dogs in tiny cages and no proper veterinary care, while she sold puppies online for thousands, claiming they were from champion bloodlines. As the investigation deepened, Patricia became increasingly anxious, her obsession with dogs morphing into desperation to maintain her operation. She continued selling puppies online, using deceptive photos that painted a false picture of the pup's origins and health. The day of reckoning arrived as animal control officers began the daunting task of rescuing the neglected dogs, each one embodying the grim reality of Patricia's actions. Meanwhile, Patricia stood helplessly outside her mind, racing with thoughts of how her passion had spiraled out of control. The investigators found she'd been reporting every dog in the neighborhood to animal control to deflect attention from her operation. All her dogs were rescued, and she was charged with animal cruelty and running an unlicensed breeding facility. She got 2 years in jail, a lifetime ban from owning animals, and had to pay restitution for the dog's rehabilitation. Charlie now visits the rescued dogs at the shelter as part of his therapy work, and Patricia's house was condemned due to the damage from her illegal operation. Charlie's dedication to the rescued dogs becomes a vital part of his therapy as he finds solace in their companionship. Meanwhile, in a stark courtroom, Patricia faces the consequences of her actions, her heart heavy as the judge declares her fate. As the community rallies behind the shelter, volunteers dedicate their time and effort to ensure the rehabilitation of the rescued dogs. In a touching moment, Charlie connects with one special dog, forming a bond that signifies hope and recovery.